Another exciting day today. Just got sent a package. Let's check it out. So this package is coming to us from a brand named Tough On. These guys make headphones, mobile phone accessories. But yeah, they reached out and said, hey, would you be willing to try these headphones and check them out? So inside the package, we've got a charging case. Okay, you can see in there, open it up, there's already charge in it. See 4 LEDs down the bottom showing how much charge is in them. And that's the headphones. Let's check them out. See them out of the case. They look kind of cool. They look very well constructed. So let's just check out how they go connecting. Alright, so going into Bluetooth, turn them on. Turn them on, you just open up the top, pull one out. TO30, that's the one I'm supposed to hit. So TO30, done, connected. Gee, that was ridiculously quick and easy. Before we get too far into the video, there are a couple of things that I do want to say. First one, just a little disclaimer, these headphones were sent to me by Tough On for free in exchange for making this video. So take that into consideration whenever you're listening to my thoughts and opinions. They are my honest thoughts and opinions. And this is just a first impressions video. I've had these for, I don't know, just over 24 hours. I'm taking them for one run, testing them out and just sharing my immediate thoughts. I will do a full review where I wear these for a full week across the course of all my different types of running, and let you know my thoughts in that video as well once I've had a bit more of a chance to test them. But these are just my initial thoughts. Before we go for a run, let's just have a look at some of the stats of these things. These guys are called the Tough On True Open Earbuds. Now, a couple of things that they advertise on their website about these earbuds, a couple of selling points. Biggest one is probably their battery life. Now, they're claiming that with the case and the earbuds, you're going to get 45 hours of battery life. What they're saying is that these earbuds here, they offer about 9 hours worth of battery life, plus 5 charges within the case as well. They weigh about 9 grams per earbud, and I was really surprised when I pulled these out of the packet, chucked them on my ears, how light they felt. I was also surprised at the quality of build. Like something that light, there's a chance it's going to feel cheap when these are a $50 pair of headphones. That being said, the build quality feels pretty good. They've got one touch control on them, so you can see that little depressed circle on there. You touch that once and they'll start playing. They're currently playing a podcast. Okay, press it again and it pauses it. There's a slight bit of touch response from it, but not a huge amount. There is a little click. There are other things that you can do with that button. So I know that you can hold it down to get Siri. I haven't played too much with that. Last of all, they're Bluetooth 5.3. So with that in mind, they should be pretty stable. Should be able to hold the connection with your phone pretty well. So these guys are designed to be an open ear earbud. So you put it on your ear, you can see there on the inside, they've got a little speaker there, and then you've got battery on the outside here. So that's what shoots the sound into your ear, but they don't actually sit inside your ear. They sit slightly outside your ear, just so you can still get the ambient sound coming in, but at the same time, you're getting the speaker playing that music or podcast or whatever you listen to in as well. With all the stats out of the way, let's go for a run. So the run's done, and what do I think of these things? Well, honestly, they're not bad. They're really light, they're really comfy. I didn't find any bounce or any sort of distraction. My ears got a bit sweaty while I was running, like just about everything else when you run in the tropics. So initially I did notice a bit of sort of just clicking, but once they settled in after the first 500 meters, I didn't notice them at all. So I think I had them slightly poorly positioned on my ears, but they just settled into a really comfy spot and did really well. I went for a run down the Esplanade at about 5 o'clock at night, so heaps of people, a lot of traffic, fair bit of going on down there. So it was loud enough for me to hear my podcast the whole time, loud enough for me to hear music over the top of that, but still let in that ambient noise so I could hear what was going on with traffic and whatnot. In terms of that sort of use case, if you're running in that sort of area, these guys are pretty good. And last of all, last positive, the build quality on these guys, like they feel really good. They feel really tough and strong, and yeah, they feel like they're going to do a good job and last a while. Questions that I still have. I don't have any negatives yet, but I do have a bunch of questions about these that I do need to answer over the next week as I run in these every day. First question I have is, are they going to be loud enough for peak hour? I did notice that when I was down that end of the Esplanade where there was a bunch of people around and there was a fair bit of ambient noise, I did have to turn them up to full blast. So I'll be really interested tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, as I'm running to and from work. I run next to a 3-lane road for a bit of it. I had run near the airport, so there's planes going overhead. I'll be interested to see if they're loud enough at all for that sort of space, or whether I have to pause them. The other question I have, and I can't find any information on this online, which worries me a little bit, is their water resistance. Now, as you know, Cairns rains a lot. Beautiful this time of year. Beautiful yesterday afternoon when I was testing these guys, but it rains a lot. So just a little bit of a worry as to if they're not waterproof, if they don't have any sort of waterproofing in them, they're almost useless as a pair of running headphones here, because the amount that I sweat is basically like a light rain in normal conditions, but then also the amount of rain we get, yeah, they could be compromised pretty quickly. Next question I have is about the battery life. Are we going to get the claimed 45 hours? That's a long time out of these things. They got a decent battery on them, okay, decent chunky battery. They seem like a pretty good design. The case, it's nice and slim, so it'll fit in your pocket, but it is fairly chunky. The battery life could be what they're claiming. We're just going to wait and see and find out. And then last of all, what's the call quality like? There are occasions where I do need to call people on the way home, or people will call me and I do need to chat. So I'll be really interested. They say they've got some noise cancelling microphones in there and multiple mics to try and cancel out some of that ambient noise. So hopefully, they're pretty good. Anyway, lots of questions to ask, but lots of really good points about these guys. If you've got any questions, please ask them down below. Love to hear your feedback. I'll put a link to where you can buy them from if you're interested to buy them. Like I said, $50 headphones, pretty good quality from what I can tell so far. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.